This is Mini Ambassador. It's now time for the all-new, electrifying, inspirational, motivating KROVFM Sunday morning show with your host, conductor, ambassador, Elder James Lockhart.
91.7 HD2 KROVFM Radio. I'm your host, Ambassador Lockhart, doing it on a day like today. Yes, 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 as I always say, on a Sunday morning. Welcome to KROV Sunday Morning Show. Today, I have, yes, as I said before, the bishop. He's truly an ambassador. He's a leader of community here in San Antonio, Texas. He's a pastor. He's not only a pastor, but he's also in the administrative staff of the George Gervin Youth Community Center. I can't tell you like he can tell you, but here he is. Without further delay, I like to present to some and introduce to others my friend, pastor, leader, J.D. Cow. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Elder Lockhart. It sure is a blessing and a privilege to be here with you this morning. We consider it an awesome opportunity to connect with the listening audience of KORV, and I really feel a spirit of transformation taking place. You have an awesome station here that's reaching out, connecting with the community, and you know what? We've just come to declare and decree victory for what you're doing here at KROV. From New Dimensions, the New Dimensions family to yours. We love you. We thank God for you, and we're just so, again, glad to be here with you this morning.
Pastor, there's so much that I would like to be able to talk to you about. You're talking about New Dimensions, and let's talk about New Dimensions first, because not too long ago, you did a play that was here, and it reached the lives of many people.
Yeah, we had a fortunate opportunity. One of the pastors of our church, Pastor Valencia Lee, God had given her divine vision to put forth a production called Refill. She found out throughout the city of San Antonio, many women, though they're in ministry, they're in churches throughout the city, they needed an opportunity to hear a voice from God to say that you can be refilled. Instead of complaining or looking at adverse conditions, she wanted to reach out and let women in the city know that God is ready to do a new thing in the city of San Antonio and abroad. So we were fortunate to just have an opportunity to share at the Carver Cultural Community Center with hundreds of folks a visionary product. We have to also remember that's what New Dimensions is all about. We found out truly at our ministry, individuals are desiring not a religion, but a relationship. And that's what we're building through word, gospel going forth, through worship, through working together and witnessing. Our endeavor here in the San Antonio area is to move individuals from broken to blessed. As a matter of fact, Elder Lockhart, that's why our ministry was actually divinely ordered. It had come forth out of some chaotic moments, like all individuals at my age limit. We've made our share of mistakes, and through those mistakes, God said, I wanted to do a new thing, and I want you to create a ministry for me. And He specifically assigned that term, New Dimensions, and believe me, we want everyone to come and experience the difference.
Let me stop and ask you, since you asked you want everyone to come, what is the address?
The address is 4218 Thousand Oaks, 4218 Thousand Oaks. We're right now about to purchase about 6 to 8 acres of land in the Converse area, so we're housed in a small strip mall located at 4218 Thousand Oaks, directly behind the Frost Bank in the city of San Antonio. You can contact our ministry at area code 210-627-5370. I'll personally answer the phone, or one of our administrative specialists would love to talk with you, but please come experience the difference.
We often say, back in the day, the table is spread. and the feast of the Lord is going on. There's a table. There's a vision that God has given to you for the hearts of people, for change in our community. And it's touching lives, not only in our community, but as well as others. Can you just share a little bit more about the vision that God has given to you?
Well, yes, our vision was to create, or what God had provided us is the vision to create a non-denominational ministry that goes back, actually, as you have just mentioned. We step back and strip down to the basic needs and necessities of loving, caring, and sharing the gospel of good news with hurting people throughout the city of San Antonio and abroad. Being a non-denominational ministry, you know that we also have individuals coming from diverse backgrounds, socioeconomical situations coming in. Our ministry was actually a visionary product because what transpired was brokenness. We found out that many individuals in ministry or in church, due to a religion instead of a relationship, have maintained a sense of brokenness. And we know until our will is broken to the will of God, we can never truly be blessed. So our ministry vision is to really strip down to the basic needs and necessities of caring, loving, and sharing the principle of God with all people, individuals from different backgrounds, different religion. And our church, as a matter of fact, we have people from Catholic backgrounds. We have individuals from Lutheran, Methodist backgrounds, all coming in to worship and experience God. It's a visionary product also, Elder Lockhart, of the Word being central, the unadulterated Word being central, and transforming that Word out of experience, because I truly believe you can't really preach to people unless you have gone through some living experiences in which we can identify one with another. But it's not only built on the Word, it's built on a worship experience. We know that, guess what? When we come in to worship, collaborate, come together, cooperate with one another in worship, the awesomeness of God has a way of just flowing through. And then, you know what? It's working together. I see an area in San Antonio where I truly believe more churches need to collaborate. We want to collaborate. We want to be a part of a collaboration process that doesn't build personal or individual kingdoms, but bring all parts of the kingdom together to glorify our God. And then, of course, there's witness. We want to be out there in the community witnessing the good work, the great work, the grace of our God, Jesus Christ himself, who had come, hung, bled, and died, and yet lived so that we can live. So that's what our ministry is really all about. I'm passionate about it. I'm excited about it. It started only a few years ago with about 7 people, and it has grown and fostered relationships in the community. Our membership had gone up to several hundred. But you know what? God has blessed us also to decrease so that we can be more personal with our ministry. I love being a personal pastor, that folks can actually have my phone number and call and get in touch with me instead of going through administrative systems. But that's what we're all about, and we ask that you would pray for us that we can continue to do greater works in the community.
I love it. I love it. I love it. San Antonio Global listeners right here. Talking to me is Pastor J.T. Cow. You know, I'm listening to him talk about his church. I'm listening to him just open up his heart and sharing. You know, everything dead ought to be buried. It doesn't sound like the first church of the Frigidaire, but it sounds like a growing, a blooming church, reaching the hearts of men and women everywhere. Pastor, before we go, I have to ask, you know, young people, because of the position that you're in, you have children that are running wild, children that have not been taught. You know, we find in the Word that it says that my people are destroyed because of the lack of knowledge. But many times the reason why children haven't been taught is because the parents haven't been taught. And there are spirits that are constantly moving and changing. How are you able, in such a time like this, to be able to touch the hearts of children?
Well, you know, Elder Lockhart, not only are we reaching young people in our church, through innovative and creative and inclusive ways. But God has allowed me to connect with a community partner, the George Gervin Youth Center and Academies. And as you know, in the community, George Gervin has been a contributor to many social ills in the community. But for over 20 years now, they have been a unified force of reckoning for young people. As a matter of fact, the reason that I am so connected to them is because of their connection to young people in the community. We found that structure, going back to structure and strategy, really allows young people to prosper in the vein or avenue in which they've been born and created to pursue. As a matter of fact, in connecting with George Gervin Youth Center and Academy, one thing that we have found is our overall mission, and that mission is to provide innovative pathways that motivate today's student to become tomorrow's leaders, have been awesome in that we personalize that relationship as well. When we look at our communities, we have to clearly understand that it goes beyond a program. It goes to the heart of value and validation of young people. So that's what we're doing. Our vision at George Gervin Youth Center and Academy is to ultimately resolve critical issues surrounding family relationships, because just ministering, just teaching, just caring for a student is not enough. We need to reach deeper, and that even calls for us to get out of the norm mainstreams of our boxes and go ahead and be a blessing to individual families. So we've had an awesome opportunity. I have just personally want to thank Barbara Hawkins and the George Gervin family to allow our vision at New Dimensions Ministries connect with what they're doing at the Academy and at the Youth Centers, change and attack social attitudes, deal with employment, teen pregnancy, substance abuse, drug trafficking, teen suicide, neighborhood issues. As a matter of fact, we're so empowered to deal with young people in our community that George Gervin Youth Center and Academy is now going forward with a workforce development program. We're looking to really attack social issues by not only education. You know, we've been educating young people in the community for over 20 years, but we're strong now in support of those young individuals after providing them an education with some type of job placement, some type of job positioning so that they can be a blessing and an asset to the community of San Antonio.
San Antonio, yes, San Antonio, you heard it right here. We're talking about to pastor, a visionary, a man that's going forward and not looking back. A minister, yes, at the George Gervin Center. Pastor, before we go,
yes,
can you, now we open up 2 doors now. Can you share with us the address? If someone wanted to get in touch with the George Gervin Center, once again, the address, phone number, the website.
Yeah, you can actually reach us, George Gervin Youth Center and Academies. We have several locations. Our pre-K, we are pre-K to the 12th grade. Our main campus is located at 511 Sunbelt. That's off of Austin Highway in the city of San Antonio. We do have a east side location located, situated at 3030 East Commerce Street. Our Workforce Development Center is located at 1104 Denver, and then we also have a technology center located on downtown San Antonio on Cypress. But the best number to call is area code 210-804-1786, and any of our clerical or administrative staff can further assist or direct you. But we again thank you so much, Elder Lockhart. You are a great man of God, connecting communities together, fostering new relationships, building families, and guess what, my brother? Nobody can do it like you.
Right here in San Antonio. Pastor, before you go, got to ask you, would you like to do a shout-out? Give a shout-out to somebody.
You know, this morning, it would be to my demise if I didn't give a shout-out to my New Dimensions family. God bless you. God, thank you. Thank God for you, for all that you're doing, all of the support that you've given us. We know that we've had some struggles, but now we're strategizing. We're building internal structure to move forward. We want to invite all of our listening audience to connect with us on Facebook, on Twitter. You can reach us at ndmchurch.com. That phone number again is area code 210-627-5370. God bless and God keep each and every one of you. As the word will say today, as we prepare to share, we're going in. And I want all of our listening audience to know that we are about to go in. The transformation of manifestation is taking place not only in the city of San Antonio, but in the hearts of God's people. God bless and God keep you is our prayer.
This is Mini Ambassador. Once again, we would like to thank you for listening in to today's show. Be back with us next week for much more electrifying, inspirational, motivating, right here on KROV-FM Sunday Morning Show with your host, conductor, ambassador, Elder James Lockhart.